Stop stressing teenagers about their future. Live now and cherish every moment because life is full of ups and downs. Imagine you're preparing for a big exam or presentation. You hear people saying, it's going to be tough and life won't always be easy. Sure, they have a point, but being constantly bombarded with negativity can be demotivating. It's essential to maintain a positive attitude while acknowledging life's challenges. An optimistic outlook doesn't mean ignoring problems. It means facing them with strength and resilience. Think of it this way. If you add more stress to an already challenging situation, it's like pouring fuel on the fire. It only makes things worse. And we all know that some teenagers are going through some tough times right now. Telling them that things will only get worse won't help at all. Instead, let's encourage each other to find the silver linings, embrace the good moments, and support one another during the tough times. Life may have its difficulties, but with the right mindset and positive attitude, we can navigate through them and come out stronger on the other side. Zoomers are not that good with computers. In the eyes of the younger generation, they may believe they've got technology all figured out. Little do they know that behind the scenes, an army of geniuses worked tirelessly for decades to make computers and gadgets effortlessly user-friendly. It's like a magical gift handed to them on a silver platter. But here's the catch. While they bask in the convenience, do they truly grasp the profound workings of this digital wonderland? It's as if they're cruising on the surface while the depths remain uncharted. The truth is, compared to the seasoned members of generations X and Y, the younger folks might find themselves on shakier ground when it comes to their fundamental understanding of technology. It's not a matter of intelligence, but rather the result of a technological revolution that has made things deceptively simple. Microsoft gaining Activision might not be that bad. I understand that many people are skeptical about this idea, fearing that PlayStation might lose all access to Call of Duty in the future. However, this fear isn't entirely accurate. Let's look at similar situations with Samsung and Apple as competitors, yet they still incorporate proprietary Samsung parts into Apple's MacBook Pro, so collaboration between rivals can happen. Regarding the concern that Sony gave up Bethesda games for this deal, it's essential to clarify that it wasn't a typical negotiation. It was more of an offer presented to them. We mustn't jump to conclusions based on incomplete information. While I'm no fan of Microsoft myself, I must admit that when they acquire a game studio, they often bring positive changes to it. This acquisition could lead to an overall improvement in the quality of Call of Duty games. Additionally, having these games available on more consoles means better accessibility, including the Nintendo Switch, which previously lacked any Call of Duty games. Although it's tough to admit, this acquisition might not be as bad as initially thought. I used to oppose it strongly, but upon deeper reflection, I realized that the potential benefits might outweigh the misgivings. It's essential to be open-minded and consider all aspects before passing judgment on such a complex matter. Playing games at work is the same as being on your phone. In my workplace, I've faced stagnant wages for the past 2 years, while new hires are earning more than I do. Feeling frustrated with this situation, I've decided to no longer go the extra mile and simply stick to the bare minimum. To make my work hours more enjoyable, I've taken to bringing my PS4 controller to the office. During my free time, once I've completed all of my assigned tasks and side work, I engage in PS remote play using my phone and indulge in gaming sessions. I ensure that I remain responsive and attentive to calls, orders, and visitors, providing quick assistance whenever required. However, during slower periods when all tasks are completed, I find solace in playing video games. Although a coworker has expressed concern, considering it disrespectful to our other colleagues, I fail to comprehend their viewpoint. I observe numerous coworkers constantly occupied with their phones right next to the work phone, neglecting calls and visitors. My gaming activities, on the other hand, do not interfere with my responsiveness and productivity during busy times. People can be average looking if they try. I underwent a significant transformation from what you might call an ugly duckling to someone I consider really attractive as an adult. However, it's crucial to note that this change didn't happen overnight. It required an immense amount of effort and dedication. I engaged in regular workouts, diligently took care of my skin, sought therapy to nurture my inner beauty, and even experimented with my hair color to find one that complemented my eyes and features better. The process was exhaustive, but it ultimately boosted my confidence and self-esteem. I acknowledge that pretty privilege is a real phenomenon, and it can influence people's perceptions and opportunities in life, but I find it difficult to sympathize with those who complain about their appearance without making any effort to improve it. In my experience, I have yet to encounter anyone who couldn't enhance their appearance by making some positive changes. I believe that everyone has the potential to elevate their attractiveness, whether it's losing or gaining weight to suit their body type, trying a different hair color, adopting a skincare routine, or dressing in clothes that flatter their body shape. Small changes can make a significant difference. Of course, I understand that some individuals may face medical conditions that limit their options, and I'm not referring to them in this context. context. My message is directed towards those who remain fixated on insulting naturally attractive people while harboring feelings of insecurity themselves. Teachers and students should not be friends. I've observed that some teachers display unprofessional behavior by blurring the lines between their role as educators and forming friendships with students. This unprofessional conduct includes following students on social media, allowing them to do their makeup during class, tolerating students making fun of them, making inappropriate jokes, and overall, behaving immaturely. While I believe that teachers can certainly be engaging and enjoyable in the classroom, it's crucial to draw a clear distinction between being fun and being immature. As a student, I often felt uncomfortable in class environments where teachers cross this boundary. It's essential to maintain a level of professionalism in the teacher-student relationship, ensuring a conducive and respectful learning atmosphere. I firmly believe that a teacher's primary role is to educate and guide students, not to act like a clown or appear seeking validation. By upholding professionalism, teachers can foster an environment of trust, respect, and proper boundaries, which ultimately enhances the learning experience for everyone involved. Jealousy is your problem. I want to start by acknowledging that I've experienced being cheated on, and I've been dealing with trust issues throughout 2023. I recognize that working through these issues is my responsibility. However, I've noticed that my jealousy extends to people who haven't cheated on me or done anything wrong. I find myself being suspicious of individuals who have friends of the opposite sex, have a past with multiple partners, engage in certain kinks they no longer practice, or dress in a way they prefer. I realize that this behavior is irrational and unwarranted. It's essential for me and others in a similar situation to take ownership of our toxic thoughts and not burden our partner or potential partner with them. If something truly is a deal breaker in a relationship, the best course of action is to communicate openly and honestly, or if necessary, part ways amicably. Blaming others for not fitting into our preferences is unfair and unproductive, even in cases where one party has been deceitful and manipulative, leading to an abusive situation. It's crucial to recognize that this is not the norm. Most relationships do not involve intentional abuse. In such abusive cases, the victim needs to prioritize their well-being, seek help, and not generalize their experiences onto the entire world. Ultimately, healing and personal growth should be our main focus, allowing us to build healthier and more trusting relationships in the future. It's essential to remember that we are responsible for our own emotions and actions, and projecting our insecurities onto others only hinder our own progress.